Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. So on today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys on how to create a FAQ or an accordance on Framer, like a Framer expert. So we'll be creating this on Framer, and I will be showing you how to do this from start to finish, like a Framer expert, Framer Pro. Alright, so let's dive into the video. So we have a blank canvas over here, and the first thing you want to do actually is to add the text, and I'll say was the best. Okay, was the best no code. So and what I want to do right now is to actually increase my text size to 22. Yeah, then I'll wrap it in a frame or in a stack. Rather, I'll reduce the size of my stack over here and set it to be centered. And the next thing I want to do is actually to bring in my icon. So in order to bring in my icon, how I'll do that is actually going to the insert panel over here, and I'll go to the icon and I'll bring in the first four icon pack. It's a great icon to write. All right. So the next thing I want to do is to set this to the width and height of 24. Sorry about that. And the next thing you want to do is actually to set the text to a width of fill in order for it to take the spaces on the stack. And the next thing we do here is actually to add a padding to your stack. I'm going to give it a padding of 26, 26 actually. Yeah, 26 is good. And I'm going to set my first for icon pack. I'm going to change it to a plus sign, and I'm going to change the color to that of black, and as well as the width or the weight to that of bold as well. Alright, so this is cool. So the next thing I want to do is to wrap all this in a stack. And I'll name this, before I name it, okay, let me name it. I'll name this question. I'll name this FAQ. And I'll duplicate this question. I'll come back to my FAQ container over here and set the direction to vertical. Then I'll come down to the second question which I duplicate, and I'll change it to answer. Right. So I'll delete my icon because I won't need it, and I'll change the width and size. Sorry, the weight and size rather of my text. Okay, regular, which is date of birth. Alright, so we're good to go. So the next thing I would like to do here is actually to add a border, reduce the opacity or reduce the transparency of it. And I'll set the radius to 16. So this is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. So the next thing you want to actually do is to create a component with this. Create a component. I will name it FAQ. So we're going to add a fill color to it, and we'll add the variant. So we'll name this variant, our first variant, we'll name it close, and we'll name the second variant open. All right, so here is where the um so here is where you need to focus actually. So how we're going to make this open and close is that we're going to click on the answer over here. Instead of us setting it to um, visible, not visible, what you have to do is actually to come to the distribution panel here, set it to end. We'll set the direction to vertical, and we'll set the height to 1 pixel. Yeah, and we'll remove our gap that we have over here. And on this, on the answer panel, we'll set it to fit content. Give the gap of 10. And let me set a hover state for this. So on the hover state, I will change this to red. Yeah, this is cool. Then I'll change our text color to white, as well as our icon. And for our icon over here, we have to have an X here for it to be closed, and a plus icon here for it to be an open. So in order to do that, we'll come down to our transform, and we'll click on rotate, and we'll rotate it to a 45 degrees. Yeah, that's cool. So let's view this and see what happens. Oh, before we view this, let's actually add our interactions. So we'll link this to this, and we'll link this. Use an L, we'll link it to this. All right, let's view it. All right, you can see that our hover effect is working perfectly. So when we open it, you can see the nice effect and the nice transform and nice distant transform that is going on. So this is how you create your FAQ. So I know you have questions on what if you're creating a multiple FAQ, other than one. How do you actually change the text if it's a component? So I'm going to show you how to change the text if it's a component. So we'll go back to our design. We'll go to home. Or before we do that, on our component tab over here, what you want to do is actually on the question, you want to add, you want to create a variable, and you want to name it question. And you come to the answer tab over here as well. On the text, you create a new variable and you name it answer. So this is actually how you will be able to change your text. So you go to the home. Let me duplicate instead of this. Let me set this to dark color. Yeah, this one. So let me wrap my FAQ in a stack. And let me give it the padding of I think 16. 16 should do good. Yeah, 16. Add the border, a radius 16. You can see our border very well. Let me give it. Let me reduce the a bit. So the next thing you want to do is actually to duplicate this and change the text. So you'll be asking how do I change the text. So in order for you to change the text, very easy actually. You just click on the FAQ you want to change the text, and you come down to the right panel over here. You see the FAQ, because once you have actually created the variable for this and name it question and answer, you can actually change the question and answer from this point over here. So on this tab, I'm going to change the question to who is your best framer teacher. So I'll give you an answer of Framer Sensei. Yeah, that's me. And I will ask the second question. Will you subscribe to Framer Sensei? And you would give it an answer of yes, I will. Alright, so let's view this and see the outcome of this. Alright, so we have our hover effect working perfectly. So we view the first. You can see it has a nice effect. So this is exactly how you create your FAQ on Framer. So this is the best way to create your FAQ on Framer. I know you won't get it on the first go, so just practice as you practice, you actually get a hang of it. So thank you guys and see you on the next tutorial. Bye.